Welcome to another XLM update. So now it's been a little while since I've done an XLM update that was a little bit bearish, but nonetheless, I still play devil's advocate quite a bit. But this particular time, there's a reason for it that basically is to do with this here. Okay, this here does not look impulsive. Okay, it does not look impulsive. As much as you want it to, it's not. Even the latest move that's going on here, nah, I'm not buying it. Okay, there's an area of resistance here, the green line, and there's also a few other things too. Now, using Arius wave, I basically confirmed certain waves in here. They're not impulsive; they're more corrective. But also, you look at the trend analysis, you can see that there's a bunch of choppy waves to the upside. We're not seeing any real impulsive moves like back in 2020 when we saw these nice moves up like this. Even though they pulled back quite a bit, you could see that there was quite a bit of impulsive movement. Now, this particular setup here looks to me like an ABC pattern unfolding, right? So from about roughly where we are now, I would say that we are going to see some kind of movement to the downside. Okay, now whether that goes back down to this green line here, that's simply just taking a measurement of wave A. Okay, so it's the same distance as wave A that I expect for wave C. Okay, now if you look up closely there on this particular move that's happened recently, this is purported to be a 5-wave move. So if we just go to the hourly, you can see that there's a reversal taking place, hitting that resistance on the hourly. Now, I expect this to go lower from here, and this should be a failed inverted head and shoulders pattern as well. If you want to look at it that way, you can. To me, it's basically just fitting with the pattern that I see here as being probably like a 5-wave move. Well, actually, it's supposed to be a 5-wave move, not probably. So the pattern that I see here is a little bit like this, right? So I have to take the view that this is actually a 3-wave move here. Okay. Sorry, hang on. Is that right? One, two, three, 4, 5. Okay, new high just made there. 3-wave move, 3-wave move, 3-wave move. Right? Now, looking a bit odd here on this side of things, but just the way that it's kind of moved, it's giving me that feeling that this is potentially the count, because you can try and make it out to be something else, which to me seems a little bit strange. Yeah, so at this point in time, this is a wave E that is not surprisingly a bit weird, but obviously we're going to need to see continuation to the downside to confirm this, right? Simply because it's just very strange. That's the only way that I can get the 3 waves up and third wave not be the shortest. Each impulsive move moving up in 3 waves. I mean, you can see here on this last move that the middle part was choppy, right? Middle part choppy. And for this particular one here, it's potentially, right, A, B, C. Okay. A, B, C, A, B, C within that. So, yeah, once again, just covering a little bit of detail there. Not sure how accurate that is. E-waves to me are the bane of my existence at times. They can be very tricky. Okay. So similar things I expect to see for XRP, potentially a bit worse. We'll just have to wait and see. I will put out another update shortly addressing both XLM and XRP. Just want to see a bit of down movement, probably something that comes back down, breaks this level here, 34 cents. To me, that'll give me indication that we are starting to, reverse again, and that this was a failed inverted head and shoulders pattern. Okay, so hopefully that has made a bit of sense to you, and definitely not an easy pattern to understand or establish understanding for. I've had to also change the previous 5-wave move to just be a 5-wave move rather than to be a 1-2-1-2 pattern. To me, this view makes sense. This red line here, you got it from the STR USDT chart. It seems to be missing on this chart. It adds credence to this pattern. And yeah, once again, just definitely very tricky indeed to try and understand this perfectly. It's not your run-of-the-mill bunch of waves here, just very choppy, even though it's fairly clear to read a little bit now, but that's obviously after waiting how long for this to unfold. It's taken quite a bit. So that's all I've got for now. I will be posting some more shortly once we see some confirmation of this move back down. So yeah, I'll catch you in the next one.